welcome back to Bayou City Geeks, the most fun you can have not playing Spider-Man. I'm your co-host, Bobby Behar, and with me as always...
is Jason Elliott. Boom!
Okay, so we got a lot to cover, so let's jump into it with movies, as always. First things first, just real quick, Top Gun, the sequel, got pushed back to 2020. I'm okay with that.
Me too. And they're supposed to be filming in San Diego. I think next month or this month.
Really?
Yeah, so the thing is, they take the extra time. I think, they need to train and everything. And, I think Tom Cruise, he's probably going to do some death-defying stuff.
I'm sure he is. I'm sure he is.
And that's going to be one broken down old man.
He really is. Alright, great cast, and so, you know what? The fact they got pushed back, I'm fine with it.
Me too.
The big news is we finally got Captain Mar-Vell set pics. And it all looks amazing. I cannot wait for this movie.
Now, the Skrulls kind of look Piccolo-ish from Dragon Ball.
True, but the CGI hasn't been put in yet.
Yeah, and that's what I tell people all the time. Is like, it's like a pre thing,
Exactly.
And we haven't seen what it looks like with the CG or in motion.
Exactly.
So, but the thing is, I'm looking forward to Captain Mar-Vell. I'm looking forward to seeing what they do with Brie Larson and how she plays that character. And there's going to be no origin story either.
No origin. We jump right into it. They changed up the origin just a bit. She's no longer getting the power from Captain Mar-Vell. She's half human, half Kree, kind of Star-Lordish.
Yeah, and the thing is, I'm glad there's not going to be an origin story because I feel like a lot of superhero movies do get bogged down in origin stories. And I understand, hey, you need to set up how this character became such. But say like for instance, the Punisher.
Yeah.
I felt that we could have started off with him already being the Punisher. And like I in my head, I had it kind of like Welcome Back Frank, where he tosses the guy out of the window into his death.
Yeah.
And then it's like, and he'll kind of like do like a little flashback, or like when he's having a nightmare, he flashes back to how he became the Punisher. And that's how you take care of that.
It's true. It's true. But we do see I always get his name wrong. Dejman
Jaimin Hunsu.
Thank you. As Korath.
Yeah.
With Captain Mar-Vell when they're part of the what is
Star
it?
Force.
Star Force, which is like the Navy.
And Ronan too.
And Ronan.
Yeah.
Well, this is before he's not with the Star Force, but he's still like a Kree soldier, like still like an honored Kree soldier.
Played by Houston's own Lee Pace.
Yes. And he doesn't have like the black
the paint on his face.
paint on his face. So it looks awesome. It really does. We got the shout out to Photon.
Yeah, and she's her, or I think her.
But it's not Monica.
Yeah, it's her, or it's her granddaughter.
It's your granddaughter.
I believe it's her granddaughter, or it's something like that. But I know she has a daughter. Well, actually, the mother is Photon, but the daughter
is Monica. Yeah. I knew some the writers on GHD were a little.
They changed that.
Yeah, but then that sets up then the proper Photon probably in later on in Phase 4 maybe.
Well, I just hope we get some, get Riri Williams.
You know what? With what's happening after Avengers 4,
right? We could,
or Shuri takes over, and kind of become like the Riri Williams. So that'd be really cool. Sorry, I kind of lost my train of thought there. The big rumor right now with Birds of Prey is that Lady Gaga is up for either Black Canary or Huntress. Apparently, she's actually a good actress.
You know what? The thing is, she's going to be in A Star is Born, the remake with Bradley Cooper.
And that's getting really good reviews.
Yeah, and the thing is, Dave Chappelle, I saw the trailer last night, and Dave Chappelle is in a dramatic role. He plays like kind of like a friend to Bradley Cooper. And at first, I didn't know who that was, and I looked close, and I'm like, that's Chappelle. I'm like, and he's playing it straight. No,
really?
Yeah, no humor whatsoever. He is playing this thing straight. And she, she's really serious. And I haven't seen her in American Horror Story because I don't watch the show.
Neither have I, but I heard she was good in that.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, and I heard she's really good in that too. So, hey, you know what? Let's give it a chance.
Yeah.
I mean, and really, the thing is, she's part of an ensemble, so she's not carrying it.
Exactly. She's not carrying it. Let's be real here. Margot Robbie's going to carry that film.
Mm-hmm.
As Harley Quinn. It's her project, so...
Of course.
And so Lady Gaga can kind of maybe ease her way into...
And of course, she's going to get in shape, and she's going to have, a great stunt team.
Yes.
So you know that.
She'll be good. She'll be fine. So I was reading somewhere, I forget where it was, but pretty much they're setting up Baron Mordo Mordo?
Mordo.
More to be phase
villain.
4,
The
like the
overarching
villain, the overarching villain for phase 4.
He'll
be the Loki.
I like that.
Yeah.
I mean, Chiwetel Ejiofor is a very good actor.
Yes, he is.
Baron Mordo has phased just about every hero, and he's met every villain just about. I'm willing to see him team up with Doctor Doom.
Exactly.
Because the thing is, at first, they were kind of they said if Mar-Vell ever got the rights back to Fantastic Four, which they will have in 2019,
which I'll be writing.
They said that Doctor Doom should have been like the Thanos, not like the Loki, but more like the Thanos and built towards him.
Yeah, that's how I would write it.
Yeah, because I mean, he's one of these villains who, is
he's gone to hell. Mm-hmm. His magic is that to where he can actually go to hell and fight the devil.
Yeah, and possibly come out on top because he's so smart.
Exactly. And Baron wants to destroy all magic, so that's a perfect collision course. Speaking of the supernatural in Mar-Vell, we have Norman Reedus wanting to play Ghost Rider or Silver Surfer.
I see him more as Ghost Rider.
Yeah, totally.
Johnny Blaze.
Yeah, Johnny Blaze. Completely Johnny Blaze. He looks like Johnny Blaze right now on Walking Dead. I don't know why
the thing is, he's auditioning for it as we speak. When really, if you think about it, he's got the hair, he's got the attitude, the look, and when he rides that bike, I'm like, draw some flames on this guy and put a skull on.
Boom.
Yeah.
And he already knows how to ride the bike. There's no training involved there. He can do a lot of his own stunts.
And he had a show where he was kind of like a traveling road show. Like the Village Road Show or whatever.
He still does it. I think his season 2 is coming out.
And, where he's riding bikes with people.
Yeah.
And Chappelle was on that.
Was it really?
Yeah. I mean, he would make a great Johnny Blaze. He's my pick. He'd be better than Nick Cage. No offense to Nick Cage, but I just felt that he was wrong for that part.
He was.
And very miscast.
Well, Mark Steven Jackson wrote and directed that one, and he did Daredevil. And
Mark Steven Johnson, yeah.
Yeah, Mark Steven Johnson, not Jackson Johnson. Yeah. And he completely just missed the mark.
I think he just played to Nick Cage. That's
he did.
What he did.
He did. What else? Spider-Man. Okay, so Spider-Man 2, Homecoming. Before Infinity War came out, Kevin Feige came out and said that from here on out, the Marvel films will not be linear.
Yeah, so they won't be, boom, 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 following a specific timeline.
Right.
Basically, you can have one that's a prequel, much like Captain Marvel, set in the 90s.
Right.
And, then she'll come out in Avengers 4 and be that big gun to help with Thanos.
Right.
So, yeah, I mean...
So with Spider-Man Far From Home, people are trying to decide if it's an actual sequel taking place after Infinity War or a prequel to Infinity War.
Well, remember, they... he's probably part of that academic decathlon. They probably go to Europe or something like that. So remember, he said you should have stayed on the bus. Maybe that bus is driving them home because...
Coming from the airport.
Yeah. So, yeah. I mean, why school bus would be in the airport? When I went to Washington, it was just our parents picking us up. But I guess times have changed.
Exactly.
But yeah, I mean, it could be. But the thing is, at first, when they said, after Homecoming, they said that, Kevin Feige even said, it's going to take place minutes after Avengers 4.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that was the thing.
That's right. That was the thing. Yeah.
And now I guess he's kind of gone back and changed his mind because I guess the story maybe fit better.
Yeah. Yeah.
But we won't know until we get some kind of confirmation.
Right. Exactly. Now, speaking of Spider-Man 2, I hope Marvel isn't. The MCU isn't falling into the trap of too many villains. There's a rumor that Molten Man will be. So we'll have Vulture, Scorpion. Possibly Hydro Man, and Molten Man, and possibly Shocker as well.
Yeah, and the thing is, Homecoming didn't suffer from too many villains. You had the secondary B villains, but the thing is, if they continue to kind of set up, maybe the villains are there as their civilian selves. And then they set up, like Matt Gargan. Matt Gargan was in it, kind of like in the background. And then you had you had two Shockers, you had the Tinkerer.
Yeah, and the Vulture.
So as long as they keep it like that, he's not battling too many villains. Because, Spider-Man 3, you had Sandman and you had Venom.
And you had Green Goblin.
Yeah, so, in the first half, I guess, of the movie, he's kind of a villain. And then he turns, in the end, he turns good, But, the thing is, you can't overcrowd it. Batman Returns had two great villains who could have headlined their own films.
Yeah.
and you had the Penguin. Then you had Catwoman. So it was like overstuffed. Once again, Batman kind of gets the short end of the stick.
And I think you have to really be careful with that.
Yeah, you do.
Really do.
But the thing is, they can't take up so much screen time. You have to figure out who's your A villain, who's your B villain, who's your C villain.
True.
Much like like a TV show, you have your A story, B story, and C story.
Exactly. And I think MCU has gotten a hold of that.
Yeah, they have. And remember, Rhino from Amazing Spider-Man 2 was not a big villain. He battles him
at the very end.
At the very end. So
very true.
Or maybe we could see Molten Man being captured by Spider-Man in the opening credits. Yeah,
very true. Really.
So we really don't know. I mean, like you know what? I trust in Kevin Feige. I trust his judgment. I trust in the talent that he hires.
I trust the Spider-Man team.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Homecoming was amazing.
Yeah, I loved Homecoming. A lot of people, rag on that movie too. I'm just like,
I don't know why.
That was like, what I wanted my Spider-Man to be.
It was a John Hughes film.
Yeah, because in the original one with the Sam Raimi one, and the reboot that we got, they just blazed through high school.
Yeah.
I mean, they don't spend enough time in it, and early on, those were the issues that really had readers connect with them.
Well, I mean, look at the Ultimate Run. Like nearly all 100 issues of it was him in high school.
Yeah, I mean, he was not in college.
No, and like Spider-Man 1, you literally only spent 30 minutes in high school, and then he graduates, and then boom, and it's like that's when Spider-Man is most compelling. That and when he's married to MJ. Yeah. Which they finally fixed. All right, so on to DC, and I'll probably pick up something of Marvel as I come back. All right, so I left this out because right as we finished last episode, right before we
Alec
started,
Baldwin quit.
Yeah, well, right before we started shooting last episode, Alec Baldwin was Thomas Wayne. Then we went on this long tangent about why they were doing Thomas Wayne wrong, and then a day after we finished filming and I'm editing it, he quit due to scheduling. So Alec Baldwin is out of the Joker. We do see Joaquin Phoenix getting in shape for the Joker,
and he also posed for a picture and had the little Joker smile.
Yeah, which actually looks pretty good.
Yeah.
It looks pretty good.
And he does look like the Joker. Now, I mean, the thing is, when he has the short hair.
Yeah.
And if you ever see him on the picture of her.
Yes.
On the DVD cover, he does kind of look like the Joker.
Yeah.
So, I mean, And this was a guy who was in the running for Doctor Strange at one point.
It's true. That would have been interesting.
Yeah, it would have been.
But Cumberbatch is strange.
He just looks.
He just looked it. Yeah. Chadwick Boseman had a fight for the accent in Black Panther. Marvel wanted a British accent, and he was like, "This is a country that wasn't ever colonized by the British, so he wouldn't have a British accent." Yeah, that made no sense.
Well, you just have to remember when they had Halle Berry. She had the accent for the first X-Men, but it was so horribly bad.
God,
so
they
took it away.
I mean, but you're. No offense to Halle Berry, but you're dealing with kind of a better actor.
Yeah.
I mean, I hate to say it.
Or, you know what, just somebody who can do accents very convincingly.
That's true.
And she's not a bad actress, but the thing is...
She has an Academy Award. I'm not going to take that away from her.
Yeah, and a Golden Globe for playing Dorothy Dandridge.
Yes. But... You have A plus, you have A minus, you have B plus, and sometimes...
Not for Chadwick Boseman, but for Halle Berry, C.
Yeah. Okay. Reviews some people have seen Aquaman, early screeners of it, and they compare it to Phase 1 of the MCU, which I am totally fine with.
I'm totally fine with. I mean, they said they compare it to Iron Man. Actually, the film they compare it to the most.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm great. I love Iron Man.
Yeah, I love the first Iron Man. DC needs a hit, and if
they got a Wonder Woman.
Well, they need another one.
Yeah,
because the thing is, they just can't rely.
They need a string of hits.
Yeah, I mean the thing is, I think Shazam is going to be a hit too.
Same here.
Shazam is going to be what Guardians was.
Yes,
and it's got that irreverent humor, the tone and everything, and Zachary Levi is just—I think he's knocking it out of the park.
He is, and speaking of Shazam, they did bring up why Black Adam is not the villain. It's because they think that they deserve their own standalone movies, which I can't argue that.
Because the thing is, I mean, and I'm just eager to see The Rock play a villain.
Same here.
Or like an anti-hero. I mean, he did it in, what was it, Faster? He was going around killing people, but he was kind of anti-hero.
Yeah, but Black Adam, for the most part, is a villain.
He's more like Namor.
True.
You know,
yeah, he's a Namor.
Namor has a point. He's a prick. You know, and you know they actually kind of look alike too.
Well, and Black Adam stays in Kahndaq, and as long as you don't mess with him, he won't mess with you.
Yeah.
So okay, I'm okay with. But I'm actually really cool with them, like keeping them apart. Yeah. I say keep that for the sequel.
Yeah.
Let's do that.
Of course.
Ben Affleck's script has been leaked for the Batman, and apparently it was amazing.
Very good. Yeah. We talked to, what was it? Not a set designer, but I believe it was a concept artist that they talked to, and then they talked to Joe Manganiello. And he said it's too bad that people won't ever get to see this on screen, all because of Justice League. Now, I don't know Ben Affleck pulled out of directing the Batman after Justice League, because I guess he kind of saw that he would have like a huge hill to climb.
Well, he said that after watching Snyder and Whedon take on Justice League, that it was way more than he'd ever imagined, because he's done big movies, Argo, The Town.
But it's usually something that he does and that he gets control of. With this, I don't think he would have much control.
He wouldn't have any control. He really wouldn't.
No.
I mean, if Snyder didn't have control.
Yeah, and this is a character that's been around since, what, 1939?
30...
I think it's like 1940. Like
37? 37, 39?
Superman predates him.
I know. Superman 37, Batman 30...
Superman 38 and...
38 and 39.
Yeah, so like either that or like the early 40s. So here's...
It was 30s.
Okay,
it was 30s.
Well, regardless, it's a character that's been around...
I like how we're arguing like over like 12 months. Like, yeah.
But regardless, this is a character that's been around for a long time. It's owned by DC. Mm-hmm. Even though, Ben Affleck won, and I think Argo was Warner Brothers, wasn't it?
Yeah, Argo was Warner Brothers, and Argo was amazing.
So even though he got them an Academy Award,
yeah,
there's still an IP that even he can't really fuck with too much.
No, and I really wish, as much as I love Matt Reeves, I wish he would have stuck with that script. I understand coming under a script, onto a movie, you want to make your movie.
Put your stamp on it.
But if you have an A+ script, run with it.
Yeah, I mean, that's what they're doing for Guardians 3.
Yeah, exactly. So, I don't know, we'll see. I'm going to try and find it. Yeah. I want to try and read it. Now, jumping off Marvel and DC for just a bit, apparently there's a big rumor that Michael Bay and Ryan Reynolds are doing a Thundercats film for Netflix.
Thundercats! No!
I said ho.
I said no.
I can't see Ryan Reynolds playing Lion-O.
Me either. I can't. Maybe Tigra.
I can see him playing Tigra. I can see that.
Yeah.
Kind of an asshole.
Yeah, but the thing is, Michael Bay, I mean, come on. He's already ruined... Okay, he's ruined Nightmare on Elm Street. He's ruined Texas Chainsaw Massacre. See what else? I like
this Texas Chainsaw.
Well, the Jessica Biel one in 03?
Yeah.
That one was actually good. The Nightmare on Elm Street, not so much, and I love Jackie Earle Haley.
Yeah, I
actually got to meet the guy and gave him my blessing.
He's a great actor.
Yeah, he's a very good actor, but I guess he brought some good stuff to the table.
Yes.
But
I didn't know that was Michael Bay. I didn't know that was Michael Bay though.
Platinum Dunes, yeah.
That's right. But he also did
Ninja Turtles. Oh, well, you know what? I'll give him a pass on those. Those are serviceable. Better than Transformers, I thought. In terms of like story and the way that they did the characters.
The first Transformers was great. I thought they did a great job with the first Transformers.
Good job. Not great.
The Ninja Turtles movie, I liked one scene of that film.
What, the first one or
the first? I still haven't seen the second one.
I've seen I had it, but I sold it back.
I kind of refuse to watch it. There are certain movies where I refuse to watch.
It's not bad. I mean, Fred Armisen. Well, not Fred Armisen, but Brad Garrett, who was a voice actor.
Yeah, he's Krang, right?
Well, yeah, he started out. He's also Triptychon on Transformers for all you Transformers fans out there, and did Hulk Hogan on Hulk Hogan's Rock and Roll Wrestling. But I digress. This is something I always do. But But he did a good job, and the Technodrome and everything looked great, and him coming from Dimension X. I mean, I thought we were gonna see the Triceratons or something.
Well, the one scene I liked in the first one was when they're in the elevator and the kind of
making beats.
They start making the beats with the weapons. I like that. Other than that, it's like,
that was kind of a throwback to the first one. Where they're just goofing around being silly.
Right, and I mean, they're brothers. They're supposed to be silly. But. And then Transformers 2 and 3. After the third one, I refused to watch anymore.
I saw the last night, and I just decided to check it out and see what it was about. I mean, it kind of sucked.
Nope.
Well, no, not kind of sucked. It did suck.
Yeah.
Hot Rod is a Frenchman. Yes, Hot Rod is a Frenchman in that movie. I mean, and then Prime, he's evil, and then turns. I mean, there's all sorts of mistakes in that movie.
So
fuck that movie. But yeah, I mean. And they say it's a movie for Netflix. Now,
what does that mean?
Well, basically, it's going to be like Bright.
Okay.
It's going to have a high budget of $150 million, but this is just rumor and innuendo at this point.
It's all rumor. It could be actually just a regular movie.
Yeah, I mean, which is about 6 billionaires I think who have to get kidnapped and shit like that. But I'm hoping this is not true because the thing is, I can't see Warner Brothers not releasing this in the theaters.
No.
I mean, this is too much money. I mean, the merchandise, you got the marketing campaign, soundtracks and video games and all that other good shit. So, but the thing is, I don't want Michael Bay touching this property. I really don't. I mean, Pain and Gain was good. That's probably my favorite movie of his. Bad Boys, which a 3 is coming.
Yeah.
But I mean, look, stay away from it. You already did Transformers. Just
you already ruined 2 movies. Why go with 2 franchises?
I think he did the Friday the 13th, I believe, too.
Maybe he's just going for the hat trick.
What, just fucking up shit?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I'll tell you what,
Speaking of our childhood, Mattel is making their own studio.
Yeah.
He-Man, Mask. Who else is under Mattel?
Well, it's a Hasbro.
That's Mattel.
Well. Okay,
Mattel is making their own studio.
Okay, but see, Mask is Mattel, but remember they okay, wait a minute, but Hasbro owns them, don't they?
I have absolutely no idea. Maybe
because the thing is, remember they were supposed to make that big universe with Transformers, Mask, and ROM, and all them. So somebody owns somebody.
Everyone owns somebody.
Yeah, exactly. These days, if you're not owned by somebody, consider yourself lucky.
Exactly.
But so the thing is, it's going to be Transformers. I mean, I guess it's like the Mattel division.
Yes.
And I think Hasbro does own Mattel, I believe, or Mattel owns Hasbro.
Either way, we're just going to fade this one out. Either way, Mattel's getting their own studio.
More maybe even they got that She-Ra coming out.
That's true on Netflix.
She-Ra, I mean, you got the He-Man movie that's supposedly McGee was supposed to direct it at one point.
And I actually there's somebody else attached to it, but I don't know. I don't know what. Nothing has come.
Yeah, I did read the Justin Marks script.
Yeah.
Gray Skull.
Yeah.
And
yeah, I have my own outline, which I think would be...
Yeah, I mean, I didn't...
You have to have a mixture of, Game of Thrones with,
Star Wars, maybe?
Yeah, you have to have fun with it, though.
Well, but the thing is, it's you have the magic with the technology.
Yeah, you have to make it serious with some humor.
Yeah, Orko is that, And,
yeah.
And you know what? I think Billy Barty would have made an excellent Orko.
Oh, yeah, he would have.
Yeah, Time Bandits. Yeah, he was Gwildor in...
Yeah, he would have been good. All right, jumping off movies... And wait! Carl Urban does confirm that they're having Dredd meetings. No, but that's movies.
Okay.
Yeah, it'd be a movie, right? Dredd.
It's going to be a TV show.
No shit.
Yeah, TV show.
Oh, he's gonna do TV now. Okay. Well,
just for this character.
Okay, that's fine. But Chris Pine, speaking of Carl Urban, so doing a Dredd TV show would be cool. Chris Pine did say that they are still kind of in talks.
Yeah, he didn't really say yes or no. He's kind of down the middle on it.
I mean, I think at Paramount, I get that Beyond didn't do what you thought it would, but it was the best of the trilogy.
No, I mean, I liked it.
I liked it too. I liked it actually better than Into Darkness.
Oh, Star Trek Into Darkness, I didn't like. I mean, it's it's not Khan. Oh,
it's Khan.
It is Khan.
I mean, I liked it, but but Star Trek Beyond was such an original story that I think you have to
And the first one was an original story too.
Yeah, I think Paramount just needs to
the Kelvin timeline.
Yeah,
like
you have the alternate timeline, which is great, but especially if they go back in time and you have Pine with Hemsworth.
And now Hemsworth is out.
But like I said, I think Paramount needs to just like stop being stupid.
Yeah.
And
is this the Quentin Tarantino one?
No.
Okay.
No, this Tarantino would be a separate thing where they deal with the horrors of space. So I think the R-rated would be like just like a horror film. He wants to do a horror film pretty much.
Let's hope that this is not him doing what he always does. Oh, I got an idea for this movie. I got an idea for that movie. And he gets us all excited and he never fucking finishes.
You know that's what he's gonna do.
And I'm hoping. Well, I think didn't he turn a script for his movie?
That doesn't mean anything.
Well, that's true.
I mean, I'm sure he has.
I'm wanting him. I want to see him do his a sequel to Django and his Godzilla movie. Because the thing is, he had his Godzilla movie was kind of like Akira, where you see the citizens of Tokyo worshiping Godzilla like a god.
That's not gonna happen because Godzilla versus the monsters.
Yeah, it's gonna happen.
It's gonna happen.
Precedence.
Yeah, exactly.
But I just would not mind seeing his. But he's got so much on his plate. I mean, the guy's 55 years old. He can do what the fuck he wants. He's awesome.